What's good, famo? Today we're talking about augmented reality and the Passthrough API on Quest 2. Now this is an amazing update and a feature that's gonna well off get us into that future. Now, how it's gonna be doing that is that let's explain it real quick, right? So first, mixed reality is when we immerse ourselves into the game via green screen or just being able to do segmented keying, which we did talk about also in our TikTok videos. But augmented reality, we're bringing the game into my room, so we'll keep this actual stature of my room and all the physical contributions in my room just like this, literally, and I'll be having a game on me. So the augmented is gonna be incredible. Mixed reality is already leveling up thanks to Quest on PC beta, and also just thanks to being able to do it through your mobile apps. We share that on tons of videos. Speaking of tons of videos, my name is Timstuh. Guys, if you do want to stay up to par with tech, streaming, gaming, VR, and especially Quest news and just everything we can do where you can understand this movement, ensure that you subscribe to us. Also, thank you so much for over 200,000 followers on TikTok. Now, we do have the article here. And I do get tons of questions on TikTok just asking what the augmented reality is. Tim, what's augmented reality? Tim, what does that actually mean? What does AR mean? So what it means is exactly that basic component on what we said. So mixed reality is you're into the game, kind of like how you see Beat Sabers do it on their content. And then also augmented now is actually you're in your room, and we're going to show you a few examples today. So let's go ahead and do it. We're going to read the article, and we want to talk about it after we read an article. So let's go ahead and get it, right? Here it says, watch cubism using experimental pass-through API on Quest 2. So they're already going to give us an example. Let's just read through it. Let's just talk about what's going on, though. So it says the developer Thomas shared footage of the game running through pass-through mode on Quest 2 using the new experimental API, which is going to be the augmented later on. Now, this is very new. Mark Zuckerberg teased the V31 update for the Oculus Quest, which will give developers access to pass-through API experimental to build and test mixed reality experiences. So although it's still deemed a mixed reality essential, it is more of the augmented aspect also. So more details emerged a few days later, clarifying that it will only be available on the newer Quest 2 headset, and that any apps using the API cannot access, view, or store images or videos of your physical environment from the Oculus Quest 2 sensors. Access the API essentially turns Quest 2 into a $299 AR developer kit. So perfect right here, because mixed reality is going to be some way to still keep it mainstream understanding. And then although that has been upgraded so much since, the API pass-through allows for it to be a very affordable AR kit. So exactly what we're talking about. It still gives you some essentials, but trust me, this augmented reality is actually going to be next level. Let's watch an example of it. I want to watch it right now, so let's check it out. This is pretty cool, man.
So there's no actual sound to the video. It was just more of a GIF type appeal when showing this video. It's a little under a minute on Twitter, but here you can see the full example of what the AR is. You'll hear my voiceover and me saying some stuff also, but just to see the accumulative aspects of being able to bring the blocks into the essential room setting is incredible. When we talk about our guarding and setting up our room, now we can see the full-on expansion, and we can see games around us, so we know we're not just hitting just our actual real life objectives, and instead we're actually,
you can see essentially that you're staying in the room. Although it has a black and white feature, it really lets the game stick out on that pass through. But check it out, he's like in his room playing games. That's cool.
And instead we're actually into the game immersive on top of hand tracking with AR, and this deems it a full essential where now we can see like just blending in the worlds and being able to bring in that actual essential reality.
Insane. And actually it only has like 100 likes on Twitter. That's crazy. Oh man, it's such an underrated thing, by the way, which is why, you know, we're glad that you're gonna hang out on this channel, because this is still a very underrated feature. So let's go ahead and keep reading. Since support started rolling out, we've seen several apps and services play around with the API and existing in new VR apps. SideQuest added an option to easily run the ADB command that enables experimental mode to use the API, along with one tech demo using the feature. Just yesterday, developer Mark Schramm was able to get Gravity Lab working with the Passthrough API, which is very true. We do have some examples on that also, allowing the physics-based puzzles to be played out using AR. Cubism is the latest app to showcase pass-through support. As you can see in the video embedded above, a game like Cubism, which uses minimal background elements, has a simplistic design, and is perfect candidate for the new feature. It has frequently been in the forefront of new Quest technology, showcasing and implementing support for some of the headset's biggest features made available post-launch, such as its Sublime hand tracking implementation, which is awesome. Also, whether Van develops or experiments further with the new pass-through support is yet to be seen. Nonetheless, Cubism is set to receive new DLC levels soon. Until then, you can read all about the game's development history here. So this article is already giving us so much, and then I Expect You to Die 2 has also released also, so that's awesome. So this article right here. So let's talk about it. Augmented reality is going to be, I love it, first of all, because you are bringing the game to yourself. Like, I can't really stress that enough. And like what I said with MRC and with being able to use AR now, it is very much in early stages. And as far as gravity, we do want to watch that right now. So I'm going to go ahead and put on some of the like gravity aspects. I'll probably cut them up around here. And being able to just look at that, it's a next level feature, because when we are trying to develop ourselves into an AR format, it's not only that where you feel the VR essential. So now we got levels to this now, right? So there's VR, this virtual reality, where we just play and it kind of just has that first person view. We're in the game, right? We're getting in there. Mixed reality is when we're actually in the game, essentially. And there has been so much simplicity in which the Quest 2 has been doing to be able to offer these services. So all of these are all wireless. No PC now. No PC is needed for any of this hardware, only for $299. And thanks to the Quest coming back as of yesterday, this is an incredible feature, because it is the most affordable headset that is the most well-rounded, which is why they will continue to stick to the mission on making this a mainstream VR headset, to where the majority of the public are going to be reverting to. And it's only right, because guess what? I was one of those that reverted to a Quest 2 when I wanted to understand VR. Now that I understand the essentials and the capabilities of VR and PC VR and more, I understand that the simplicity, understanding it and keeping it general and to the point and easier, and also less wires, is far more just enjoyable than being able to utilize like wires and cable links and not being able to, it's too much for the general consumer. Now, VR enthusiasts, hands down, are gonna love different features about different headsets, especially with Valve coming around and everything. But what I would say is that the Quest 2 is doing is perfect. VR, you get into it, you just need your Wi-Fi, your Facebook, and then you start playing in VR. Mixed reality now has reality mixed capture. And then it also has the Live app, the iOS version, which you can use from your phone to put yourself into that. And I'll try to clip some of those clips on here also. Then you also have the augmented reality now, which is the latest version. And the augmented reality allows for you to just sit in your room and have like game features around. So tacked on with hand tracking and tacked on with being able to play a game like Cubism or Gravity Sketch, you're able to just kind of I mean, that is so cool, because creating content like that with just having features is the best example, right? Let's look at the best example we can utilize for this. The best example you can really say is like having characters around you, or having like Pokemon around you. You can kind of like just have like a virtual pet and virtual just essentials, like what I said, and the AR capabilities is able to take that to the next level, and that's able to just really be conclusive on what VR should be, right? We're trying to make it to where it's the metaverse, and the metaverse is going to be able to be allowed when we're being immersed into the game as avatars, and when we're bringing the game to real life when we're just ourselves. Now, there are glasses like Apple glasses are working on AR also, but I think that Quest is trying to attack that first, just so they can have much more of an essential. Now, the next thing is going to be like things like VR chat and things like traveling, things like just like Wanderer apps and meditation apps. You know, that'd be cool, right? To see it all over your room instead, especially while recording yourself. So if you could screen record or actually get a software to record you while you're doing some meditation in AR, where you're in your room and you kind of just have energy around you and stuff, that's going to be just so much of a next level. That's very particular and trying to to just level up that game. So Quest 2 is very smart on making this affordable, and the Passthrough API, AR, augmented reality, I think that is something that it should be looked into when it comes down to just wanting to get yourself a VR headset. And it's not only just an entry-level headset. Right now, it's going to monopolize the fact of being mainstream VR because it offers so much. There's tons of free things you can do on App Lab Games, and there's tons more. Like this article has saying, like there's the side quest is enabling you to allow the AR at a very fast rate, at a very fast pace, and Cubism's already testing out newer features. And so stay locked in with this, and augmented reality is something that you definitely need to look into, man. So I agree with that. And if you want to be talking about more stuff, once again, like what I said, my name is Timstuh. You can also talk with us on TikTok. Also, we're gonna have way more how-tos and everything on here, and just essentials from streaming VR, your Quest 2, streaming it, doing wireless capabilities, more free games, categories of free games, accessories of free of aspects, free accessories, ways you can get stuff, how to get stuff, just giveaways whenever we get more subs. So make sure you just staying involved with your boy, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.